He has been honored with various awards like the Best Teacher Award by University of Pune, Regular and Senior Associateship by ASICTP. He has been instrumental in establishing degree courses such as BSc Applied Optometry and BSc Biomedical Techniques. Has participated in curriculum development program of UGC and in a UNESCO project on physics education. And the list goes on. Let me have the pleasure to invite Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Vidyasagar Sir to sparkle with his thoughts on brain and the world.
Good morning, everybody. Just wake up and be relaxed. Okay? Because the whole day you will be enjoying the thing. There is no examination, no questions from our part. Questions will be from your part. Okay? So, chief guest of today's function, Dr. Bere, Dr. Panaskar, Dr. Vanilapurkar, Dr. Emul, and Principal Srivastava, my colleagues in the audience, Dr. Kaple, Dr. Krishnamacharu, Dr. Katla, and all directors, friends, teachers, and students. The idea of holding Children Science Congress was mooted very recently, maybe 15 days back or so, when I did visit the school. And that time this idea was discussed, and I am very happy that it got materialized within no time. And all credit goes to two persons. One is Principal Srivastava and another is Dr. Emul. Because they formulated, they contacted, then they got the chief guest, then they made all the arrangements, and a beautiful program has come up. So I will not talk much at this occasion because it is the inaugural function. So I welcome all of you for this particular program, and I am very glad that we are in tune with what is happening in Mumbai in the first week of January, that is Indian Science Congress. And many of us will be participating in that. More than 107 students at the postgraduate level are participating. Then teachers are participating. Then we are signing an MOU with South Korea. Plus I am delivering an invited talk over there in one of the sessions. So that is a big event, and this university is participating in a big way. But more important is that we are holding the Children's Science Congress. Because as it has been very aptly said, that you are the future of this country, and unless you are enthused, your curiosity is actually aroused and nurtured further, science will not grow in this country. And that is why this is a very important step in that direction. And I wish that this would continue further, because this is just beginning. We are not going to stop. Next year we have a bigger program, because then we have more time to think, organize, and invite many more speakers from outside like Dr. Bere, and it will be a grand program. So with this, I again welcome all of you and wish that you enjoy your participation throughout the day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your mind-blowing interaction. We will cherish this throughout our life. Friends, this is a time for exploration, but before that, let me hand over the dice to Mr. Om Prakash Yemul sir for further guidance. Before I take leave, I request you all on behalf of the university to maintain discipline and cleanliness in the campus. Further, you all are requested to come back again by 5 o'clock for being part of one more historic moment.
Good morning everyone, respected teachers, on the dais, off the dais. Now the interactive session number 1 will start. Professor Bere will deliver a first talk. After that, Professor Vidyasagar will deliver a second talk. Then we have a break. And then after the break, we have an individual visit to each schools. And then at the end, at 5 o'clock, we are again gathering here for concluding session. So we'll start the next first interactive session now. Thank you. Yeah, inauguration has ended. Thank you everyone.
for this globe to survive. Okay. There are many advantages because all of you know that plants, they give you oxygen, they absorb carbon dioxide, and it is a sink for the carbon dioxide. So the rainforest, which is the most bigger forest, large forest on this earth, they are scattered in many tropical areas, and therefore it is very important. So the topic which I have chosen is not a very mathematical or from the physics, it is from the life sciences, so to say. Yeah, next one. Next one. Yes, that is the topic, and I will be discussing roughly for 45 minutes to 50 minutes. And if you have any questions, you can ask at the end. Don't hesitate to ask. So this is one professor is asking to another professor what is 1 plus 1, and the invited guest says he is not aware of that, he is not specialized in that. So now you go to the next slide. So I always start my lecture with this slide. One professor is being invited for giving a talk. He is like me, there are no hairs on his head, bald, and maybe he is a physics or mathematics professor, and he has put some equations. You cannot see from a distance, but there are some equations he has put, because a mathematics or a physics professor is called. Next moment he will put complicated equations and the effect on the student you can see. The one girl is reading the book of her choice, maybe Harry Potter. Another person is flying the aeroplanes, origami, and maybe he wanted to become an aeronautical engineer in future. Then another person is under the influence of Ramdev Baba. He has started Shirshasana in the classroom itself. You can see his inverted legs. Next, another fellow is sleeping by turning his back to the teacher, and he is utilizing the time for good cause. He is sleeping as you sleep sometimes in the classroom. And he is also protesting by turning his back toward the teacher. And all these things are happening in the class, and the teacher is perplexed. He is unable to understand why the students are behaving like this. So the message is to the teachers that if you don't make your subject live or interesting, these things are bound to happen in the class. And students also can learn how to utilize your time in the classroom. Okay, next one. So let us start the business. All of you know there are some factors which govern this environment. One of them is called the abiotic factors. These factors, they don't contain any light, but they influence the light on this globe. There are many things like, say, sunshine, the length of the day. Since we are in the tropics, hardly there is 1 hour's difference in the length of the day and length of the night. In the summer, the days are longer, nights are short. In the reverse, vice versa in the winter. And as we go towards the polar regions, okay, what happens? This length of the day and night, they oscillate terribly. If you go to the polar region, complete 6 months darkness, and the complete system again wakes up whenever the sunlight comes. Birds migrate when there is snowfall, darkness is approaching, then they will come to the lower latitude region. Everything will be snow covered, chill, dormant. Okay, and as soon as the sunlight comes, there will be blooming of the plants, flowering. The birds will return, okay, animals will return, there will be light like that. Then the another abiotic factor is the precipitation. Normally we call it the rainfall whenever there is the rain, but the proper technical word is the what you call precipitation. Why? Because if you go to temperate zone or in the polar zone, what happens? Because of the low temperature, the water droplets, they are frozen, and there will be a precipitation. Snowfall will be there. There will be no drops of liquids as we experience in the tropics. So instead of rainfall, the word precipitation is used. Then comes the temperature, ambient temperature. Nowadays we feel there is a lot of yes, temperature. So there is a lot of difference if you go to the interior parts. But if you go on the seashore, there will not be much difference in the winter and in the summer. So temperature also plays an important factor, one of the abiotic factors. Then the direction of the wind. If you go to the polar regions, you cannot walk straight. The fan winds are so strong, even if you decide to walk straight, the winds will drift you. Okay. So so the winds are also there. Then comes the salinity of the land, pH of the, that is the pH of the land. Then the soil type, what are the nutrients in the soil. Then comes soil moisture, terrain. Then is the Untasagam. All of you, I think, from Martahwada, you can understand Marathi sometimes. And then these things, they influence. So these abiotic factors, they influence the environment. Okay, next. For example, the radiations coming from sun heat the water bodies on the equator. Okay, because the sunlight is almost perpendicular there, and therefore the bodies are heated, water body. The vapor go up, 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 and then it condenses. It forms clouds, and the rainfall is there. And this rainfall is there in the equatorial part of the globe. Okay, and therefore whatever clouds are there, they are left without any kind of water in them. So in this part, either side of the globe, you will experience deserts. There are deserts. 4 deserts are here. Next. Then because of this heating, what happens? The vapor goes up and it sinks, and therefore there is a circulation. Okay. So you will find the direction of the circulation in the both the globes, they are opposite to each other. One's anti-clockwise, one's clockwise. Next one. This type of circulation is called headless sail. Okay. Then comes another sail here. Okay, in the temperate zone, another sail, polar sail. Because of these 3 sails in the upper hemisphere and 3 sails in the lower hemisphere, circulation, okay, is brought up from this earth. Okay. Next. This is simulated by this figure. So this is a headless sail, ferrous sail, and polar sail. Because of these things, the weather factory runs. Okay. And these sails are very important to bring out the rains, these things like this. Next. And this is shown here, and therefore all of you all learn how the trade winds are generated, then how the westerlies are generated, and this is called the intertropical convergence zone. It is not so straight as it is shown in the diagram. Okay. So this is very important factor, intertropical convergence zone. Next. Now let us take one abiotic factor, how it brings out so many things. For example, take the sunshine. Whenever the radiation from the sun comes, part of the radiation is reflected from the clouds, part of the radiation is reflected from the surface of the earth, part of the radiation is absorbed by plants to bring the food, chlorophyll, all of you know very well. Part of the radiation is also responsible for running the hydrological cycle. We are very fortunate that we have this hydrological cycle. Because of this hydrological cycle, maybe the life forms are evolved from this earth. Whatever vapors are there, right, it goes up and the water is replenished again on this earth. Maybe Earth is the only planet in the solar system where the water is replenished back. Because those planets which are nearer to the sun, everything is vaporized. Take example of Mercury. Take example of another planet. Okay. And if you go away, okay, for example, if you go to Saturn, if you go to Jupiter, Neptune, everything is in frozen state. Ices of ammonia and these things. Because the flux of the sun which is received there on this planet is very small. So the distance of the Earth from the sun is optimum. It is neither more nor less. Next. Now I will show the effect of 2 more factors. For example, here is the what we call temperature on this y-axis, and here there is a rainfall. The rainfall is increasing to this side, and the temperature is also increasing not in the upper direction but in the downward direction. So this is the region where a lot of rainfall is there and the temperature is very high. So this region is called tropics. Okay. 5 degrees up, 5 degrees low, below the equator. And then if you go to a rainfall in the same region where there is a low rainfall, there are category deserts. There are very famous deserts on this earth. The Great Saharan Desert, take the Thirst Desert in India, Gobi's Desert, then the Great Australian Desert, then the Namibian Desert in the south Africa, and there are great desert again in the North America. So here there are deserts. If the rainfall is very poor and the temperature is high. If you go up here, temperature is less compared to this, but rainfall is there, then such type of situation gives rise to deciduous forest. Okay. Deciduous forest means palm-gully arrangement. Whenever the spring is there, okay, new leaves will come and the old will go in the autumn. Then if the rainfall is less, then you have deserts, but there are such type of plants. They hold water, they thorny. Okay. Then if you go up again, you will have temperature is less, rainfall is more. Because of that, there is snowfall will be. And the trees are evolved in such a way that whatever snow is deposited, it slowly goes up. Okay. So coniferous forest, Suchi Parni Aranya. If you take the northern part of the Russia, Siberia, okay, northern part of the Canada, okay, the Quebec, in that, and if you come to the low region, but the temperature is very less, but rainfall is less, okay, then in this case, there are cool deserts. Always the desert means you will find that you are holding a camel and eating khajur, traveling with white cloths, not like that. As there are hot deserts on this earth, there are also cool deserts. Remember. And then this is the region where the temperature is extremely low and it is immaterial water with the rainfall. Complete water is frozen in the form of ice chunks, and these ice chunks are buried under the crust. So that is the region of tundra. Okay. So only with two factors I have shown how this forest should be evolved. Okay. Next. Now, first I will decide that. Now in this region, here you will find thick forest and there are deserts. There is no strict boundary from here onwards forest, here onwards desert. No, there is a gradual change. The grasses, tall grasses, short grasses, shrubs, okay. And this type of gradient is called transition zone. Remember. Next. And these transition zones, for example, a broadleaf forest and here a prairie grassland. So this type of intermediate region is called a transition. There can be several transition zones. For example, whenever a river joins an ocean, so that area is coming under transition zone. Because whenever there is a tide and all of you know, Bharti and Mohan. So at the time of Bharti, what happens? The water of the ocean will push the fresh water of the river towards the river side, origin side. And at the time of Bharti, what will happen? The water of the fresh water of the river will push the saline water of the ocean towards the ocean side. So there is a zone. That zone is called a zone, brackish water zone, Martahwada Pradesh. So the species of fish which are growing in this brackish water, they have properties of both types. Their gills are evolved in a different way. Okay, because if you see the properties of the freshwater fish, slightly they are different compared to the marine fish. Okay, so that type of zone is called the mixing zone. Okay, next. And therefore there are some type of aquatic animals like a frog which can live on land, which can be also, its habitat can also be in the water. Okay. Tortoise, it can be here also in the land, tortoise also can swim. So the animals or the variety of different species of animals living in the transition zone, they have both the properties with them. Okay. Next. I will show now some examples on this earth how the climate, environment gives you the different impacts. Green, maybe lot of rainfall, very beautiful pictures. Next one. You can see if you go to Thailand, okay, lot of hillocks in the sea, greenery, lot of green. Thailand, Singapore, Malaysia. Next. This is a banana plantation in Costa Rica. Costa Rica is a country. Costa Rica, Honduras, Panama, where North America joins with South America. Lot of rainfall, banana plantation, artificial. And these are the, what you call, hutments of the laborers, those who are working in the banana plantation. Lot of rainfall. That is the example. Next one. Greenery again, like a satin green. This photograph is taken from another aeroplane, which is flying over this. Okay. Next one. Again, this is a plantation of palm trees in Malaysia. Artificial ecosystem. These palm fruits, they are collected by a small train here, goods train. There is a train track. They collect palm fruits, they take it to oil extraction, get the oil from that, export to India, we import. Next. These are some of the pictures from the Central Africa, where these elephants, they have a different type of ears compared to Indian elephants, and by their traffic going from here to there are some roads created in the forest. This is the picture in the Kenya side. Next. These are the mountains in the European part. These mountains, they have coniferous type of trees, and mountains are not like our mountains.